Hi and welcome to the next video in this series, and today we are going to be continuing with the head. Now we have our magic H shape, our inner ring for the eye, the line for the cheek and our lips. We're going to just continue to work on that. So I'm going to go and make my head for live surface again. I'm going to turn off that mode and I'm going to get my modeling toolkit, get quad draw, and I'm going to add again to this set that we have here. And today we're going to focus again on starting to connect the head to the neck. So what I want to do really quickly, we'll add those parts in, and we just want to count how many edges we're going to need for our neck piece here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got 6 faces to come at the bottom, which really isn't much at all. We'll worry about that a bit later on. So right now what I'm going to do is very quickly just come in, add 1, 2, 3. Obviously we're going to start to connect those up. And let's get 3 more inside here. And just 1 in there. There we go. So again, we will need more than that later on, but for now, that's what we're going to work with. Right. So it's a bit laggy my computer. I probably forgot so much open. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to start just to connect these areas of the face up. So I'm going to hold shift in these and connect those up to the eye. There we go. And it's annoying. And then once those are connected, we're going to connect the inside of the eye together. So the way this will work is we're going to draw those in there and get this side of our eye. Again, remember we do want it to curve around, and then we want to get the top 2 and the bottom 2, but it looks like we're going to end up with 2 either side, so we need to add another loop in to compensate. So hold control, I'll add 1 in there, I'll add 1 in here, and have our centre pieces here, add those in. Again, if you look at it from different angles, you'll see that depth change, and there we go, and then we can do some more in here. And in some middle there, which is great. And I'll do the same thing again, and this just allows us to keep in control of doing that. And we are going to need a point down there, a point there, a point there, and a point there. So we're doing 1 this time, and we'll do the same in these sections here. So we'll create 4. Well, 2 faces, 2 polys on each of the inside, and once they're in there, we'll create the 4 out of these centre pieces. And then I'm just going to relax all of those. It just becomes a bit more of a circle. Just evens it out a little bit. Cool. Then we've got our eye on the inside there. And then very quickly I'm going to bridge these together. probably need another line in there. There we go. And we're probably going to need some more. That's fine. And we'll probably get another one in. So if I push control here, we have our two running up the side of the face, that's fine. Then we'll have this one over here. Oh, wrong way. And another one in there. And it's just this allows us to make sure we've got enough face topology there that we need. And obviously we have that coming out. Now, what I also want is a run from our eye over around here down to this section. So I'm going to add another ring in this side, and then I'm going to add some topology running up the side here. Well, do I want it going further back? I don't want it going further back, so we'll take it to this one. And don't worry, just don't add too much topology at this point in time along here, because obviously if we add more it just gives us more to have to fix up. I've got a ring going through there, and we can start to build these coming through around here. And you can see that's what I love so much about quad draw. Just very quickly you can create everything that you need. So we've got a couple of edge flows now, and we want to just keep those running up to the eye. We could probably start making connections between these. So we've got 3 here that will run up. So again, what we'll do is we'll just very quickly add some in. We're going to have to zoom in for this, I think. Yeah, we're going to have to bring these right down, just make them close so we can pull them back out. There we go. And there we go. And finally, there we go. One in there. Just underneath the nose there. This other ring is running through, that's fine. So we want another one in there. Just some count for that, that counts for that. This one will run on the outside up to here, which means that will run to there. Okay, right. And you can probably add this one in here. And then yeah, we want this one running around, so this loop will come around here. There we go. If we keep zooming out, we'll start to see that flow. And then we've just got a few faces that we're going to have to add in here to compensate for those parts. So we've got an extra ring there, so we can delete them. So if you hover over and push delete, it will delete that ring. And if we push shift around here, let's just delete that face. We're going to have to delete the faces because of the vertex, yep. And then we're going to have to just reconnect them, which may be a little bit difficult, so let's just put that down. There we go. And again, if your edge flow doesn't match up, we can build those back in. That is not a problem. So we've got a bit of a fleshy area here for the cheek, with it running through. Yeah, I think that can work. Ideally, I probably would prefer that running down here. as opposed to going across to there or running straight across. So let's have a think. We obviously want a mouth to jaw to move around down here because we can put it up, which means we can get a crease. If you imagine someone snarling their nose pushing up, we can get that crease running right down from the running right down through the face. So yeah, I think I'm going to keep that there. Right, so if we zoom out, and I think what we'll do is we'll just tidy these bits up a little bit. Oh, what happened there? Connected. There we go. Right. Keep pushing the Windows tab, so you just have to ignore that. And we just want that curve going round up to the eye. Perfect. Right. So with that done there, what we can do is now just start to focus on the nose. So I'm going to bring these, that one's gone, it's out. And we have to try and imagine that this has been extruded, so at some point up here there's going to be a cap, which will be this, for example. There we go, get that in there. And finally there should be a fall in there, that's it. And we can push in up in these to add the actual nostril hole itself later on. See how many lines I've got there? I've got 3, haven't I? So we're probably going to have to add something in here just to give us that bit more topology to make sure it all lines up. Okay, so there's actually 4 pieces in here we're going to have to work through, which is fine. I'll just get that to be, there we go, like that. And then here what we'll do is we'll add one line, which will hopefully mean if we pull these down very quickly, we can connect that. Oh, there's another face in there, I can't quite tell. And if we pull this down, there we go, we can get in there, and that will be a quad once we pull that back up. So I can't quite tell from there what it's like, there we go, so if we pull that. So if we just quickly hold shift and relax all of those, to just tidy it up a little bit. There we go. Cool. And then we can connect that piece there. This piece needs to come out separately over here, as does this piece. That piece can go there. And it's just a case of filling in these 4 at each point. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start low, just to make sure we get the connections. This is a case of pulling each of these back up, and not even back up, just up. And we'll do the same again here. As you can see very quickly, and what I love about the tool is that you can very, very quickly get this stuff built and put together. It's just a case of making sure that we're close enough for the vertices and faces to connect into quads in the right places. So it can be a bit fiddly, but obviously, you know, think about the long-term result. We will get there. We'll get all the edge flows, which will make our face professional and animatable. Which for level 3, having that at the end of this, having a model that can demonstrate those abilities is massively important. So actually, we're gonna, when we get up to here, we're gonna cap these off. So what we're gonna do is keep that one there. We're gonna have to bring it right in again. So again, I should be listening to my own voice here. Get closer, it will work. And then what I'm going to do very quickly is connect that there. Move these down here. Bring this in here. And then I'm going to bring this piece across. And one again. So then eventually what will happen is that nose will all feed into, hopefully feed into one nose. So again, if we have a look at this section, so actually probably want another line in there, another ring going around there, and then from that we can create a piece there. And before we do that one, we will let's just add that in. So undo that. I was gonna bring that over here, add that in there. We're going to bring this one down, bring that into the square there, that's it. Then we'll bring those two there. Don't actually like that flow around here, so let's undo that. Yeah, it's getting messy there, I think. So I think we've probably done this bit too early. So I'm just going to hover over and delete those there. Should have done this further up, I think, and then just add more topology over here. To zoom right in, let's get that piece, there we go. And that keeps happening. So if we push that there, still got 2. So right, I'm just going to quickly push all these faces with relax, and the edges just a bit of a. So we pull that out. I will push out one of these days. So yeah, it's okay. I think actually this should probably actually happen even further up still. So I'm just going to delete some of these here and add that back in. Have to get right close. Oh god, there we go. No, there we don't go. There we go again. Because some reason it keeps changing at the very last second before we go to add it on. Going to delete that, and then we are ready to add these parts in. And let's just undo that one. Yeah, I think that can. Will that work? No. It's hard to tell sometimes when you're so close. Right, let me just add this piece back in. Just delete that piece there. Delete that piece there. And I think what we're going to have to do is take this further back up into the head. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll take it further back up into the head and lose it. So for the time being, we've now got most of the face sort of sculpted there. I think what we're going to do is now just move to the chin. Obviously we need to add more face in to compensate for the upper side. So push that one there, add one in there, add one in there, and what we're going to do around here now is just take these loops and just bring these down to match that up with that. Obviously we have our chin ring to start to add in. So again, this will probably be our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not one set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so we can add another one in here. And this can be the start of our chin definition. It's coming out there. And we obviously want a square in there as the tip of our chin. And we want these rings to fall underneath. Cool, and then we just gotta get this to fit in. So what we can do is and we just want to essentially want that I want it that way, or do I want to go the other way? I think I might want it going the other way. So what we can do is just quickly undo those. There it goes, so the loop comes in. Again, I'm just going to delete that. I'll add another one in here, just so that loop stays in the centre of our chin space. Let's take it back in. That's going to be like the tip of our chin. And then these rings will go, that's it, around the outside of it. Pull that in. And there we go. And then yeah, we'll just pull this up a little bit, pull that out a little bit. Cool, right. So once we've got that there, we can just start to think about where we want these edges to go. And obviously our first one to here needs to come down to our neck. And we're going to end up with one from our ear coming down from here. We're going to end up with this one going down to the front there, or even potentially turning off and going back up the face. But right now we'll leave it for that. And so these lines are going to start to go up. I want to split it so this is our lower half of our jaw. So try and match that up there. And we'll come back and work on these somewhat. So we've got these two loops coming down, and obviously we've got quite a few faces here that need to be sort of cut off. So we're going to get zoom in again. Let's get this one. Oh, for God's sake, so annoying. I want it to fall between those four. Take it right in. Take it back out. Take it right in. Take it back out. And take it right in. Take it back out. Now I'm going across. We'll just lose that connection there. Add one in there. I have to bring that right in as well, just to connect those. Take it back out. And I think if we lose that one, oh, bring that there. We'll try and take these up this way, around the side of the neck now. We need really another ring going into this face, but that's not going to work, so we're gonna add that one in there, I think, and we can just lose this line going along here. So if I delete these faces, there we go. There we go. Still not the tidiest of loops, but it's working, which is the main thing. I keep pushing the wrong button again. So I'm just going to push Control S just to quickly save this. So yeah, you can see we're starting to get that face constructed now. We're starting to get all these edge flows together. Hopefully this stays without crashing. I'm just going to go and pause it. I just need to go and check on something, but you won't notice that, and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so where were we? Right, so that going under there. I'm not too happy with that. I'll probably fix that up later on. But given that we aren't going to be animating the face at this moment in time, it's not too much of a concern. Right. So essentially, we want to get these flows go running across the face now. So I'm just going to add this piece in here, bring that down. We also want to quickly just bring this across as well, so we'll just bring that around to there. Bring that onto there. Should create a steady flow going across the face. And again, we can just add more loops going across. You have to get closer in again, as is the ever increasing battle with using quad rule. And we can hold Control to do these. So I forgot to add. So hold Control, and you'll be able to add some loops in. What's going on there? I think I've missed that. So let's. So we may need to add another loop. Obviously we don't want to do that because of our neck. So let's just do these for a second. I've ended up with that loop coming around there. I'm not too happy with that. I'm just going to relax a lot of these around. In fact, actually, if you just hold Shift and the left mouse button and pull around, it will relax it for you. Yeah, I'm not happy with this. Some of this edge loop, some of these loops around here. They're going to have to be reworked. But at this moment in time, I'm not going to worry about that. So around the head now, let's start to bring these in. Obviously the back of the head we've only got two faces, which isn't ideal. At this point in time, I just want to get this bit built up. So I think the best thing to do at this point in time is just to very quickly build these in. And this is the thing when we're adding in so much detail, that when you've got 6 vertices, well 6 edges to add that to, you have to do some clever adjusting around, and it is possible, it is fixable. But as I say, because we aren't going to be animating the head, as long as you've got everything in quads down to the neck, doesn't matter about the edge loops at this point in time, you will be able to use your character. So if you are having serious troubles and it's sort of getting to you a little bit, please don't worry. It's very easy to fix. So this time I'm going to actually we don't want to do that. Just want to get this in down here. There we go. And how's that look? Yeah, there we go. So I'm kind of hoping now that that will bring that around. Keep pushing that wrong button. So frustrating. Okay, and let's got this ring here. Just put that in there, and I just wonder actually if that would have been better if we connected that up to there. So like that, delete that one, pull that in, and then there's our other quad. And then we pull this across. And I think that almost does it for us. Yep. Just tap in, tap that in. No, it's not the tidiest. So I can't see, so annoying with the lines on. There we go, let's turn that off. I still can't see it. Let's just delete that. So we want another face in here. Right. Right. Now let's undo it. So essentially what we want is this to be a try. We don't want that there, we just literally just want it to be a try. We can fill that in later when we get out of this mode, that's fine. Right, so sorry about that. Sometimes you have to just have a little think about how you're going to do it. So we've got this part going around here. Clearly we are going to need some more faces, so I'm going to add another one in there, and then I'm going to pull these right across the head. Start to make up some of that mass. Obviously we can start to pull these across, which will make up for that. What we may need to do is just increase the body's topology by 2, which will then give us a enough. If we double the amount on our neck, then that will give us enough to connect it to. Now why isn't this just, there we go. As I say, this positioning just needs a bit of moving around on the viewport. And pushing the wrong button again, and if you pull these across, right, and so we can start to really speed up this process now. Just going to pull these out a little bit more, and I'm going to hold shift, and I'm just going to paint over that. Okay, so from the back now I am just going to start building this up. I'm going to try and keep in line with how many there are. This makes it easier later on. I'm just going to pull this right across. If we turn on this back on, we can sort of see where the lines that we need to be going to. Nope, I've kind of added a line in there. There we go, that's what we need to do. Just wouldn't let me delete it. Right. So hold shift, draw that face in, let's get that in there. And right, we can start to think about adding these in. So I'm going to add another row in here. Again over here, there obviously there just is not enough topology being added in, which I think we'll fix once we've finished with the quad draw. Okay, and at the top of the head we want that to sort of come round here. There we go. To cap off there. I mean, that could even happen further down the head as well. But for now, I think we're just gonna nope. Let's match them up. As you can see, that loop's going to be messed up, and that's just because we can't completely see where we're at. So if things do go a little wrong, don't worry, I think we can take that and bridge that over there in the next time. Yeah, so right. So we're just going to continue to connect these up. It's not able to read that, so what we're going to do is just pull this right around. Pull this one right around. There we go. There we go. Let's pull these up. And pull that in. Right. So let's just pull these back around. And we'll hold shift and we'll just relax most of those. And again, as you can see, as we relax, it's just moving a lot of those around. This is what we want to happen. I want them to spread out. Heave cool up a little bit. Oh, we've sort of missed. So if we delete that, another row in there, hold shift, cool, and move that across. Now all of this is going fine until we get to this bit here, where that needs to be deleted. That bit needs to get deleted. That bit can go there. Again, that bit needs to be capped off for later on as well, by the looks of it. So, so our faces still have a lot, there's a lot of edge loops that we can sort of fix up. There's still some that I'm not particularly happy with still, like this area here I'm not too happy with. And I'm not too happy with this underneath the throat, as I said before. So it needs should go in a straight line. I'm just going to delete that. Let's delete these faces there. And as I say, it's going to take some fixing up before it's ready to be animated. How we want to animate it. I mean, these should be connected. So let's just delete that. Just remove that there. Just remove all of these as far away as I can. There we go. And I don't want it going down that way. I actually want all of these going down to the throat. So let's go back. Let's delete that. let's just delete that one there. I'm going to try and add another edge loop into this bit here. So add that there. Again, with edge flows, as long as you've got those key landmarks, there's no real right way after that. Obviously, the reason we add those edge flows in is so that we can animate. And actually, I'm going to just undo that one and pull that back to here, some back to here. I'm going to add another line in there. I want that to go there. Another line in here, and if we go out now, you'll see it all runs down towards the neck area, which is great. And again, with this bit here, I'll delete that. So yeah, there's no face there. I'm going to put that in there. Just going to delete that and delete that. Put a piece in here. Add another line in there. And hold shift. And connect those sections up. Let's relax all of those. Relax all of those as well. There we go. That's looking a lot cleaner. Relax these around here as well. And again, I'm not too happy with this bit, so that's going to be deleted. Just going to see what happens if I add an edge flow there. It will go all the way to the back of the head, which is fine. And delete that and delete that. Then I'm going to hold shift, connect that to there. Get that one there. Obviously we've got this try in here now to fix, try and resolve. So one way I'm going to do that is, oh, so just move some of these in a little bit. And I just wonder if we delete this edge here, if that would actually mean that we can just turn it into one, but then probably have too many faces around there. So I think what needs to be done, we had another edge loop? No. If we had one down here, will that improve it? I think that just takes us back to square one, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, I'll probably come back and fix that. So generally speaking, it's looking okay, and I think we're ready now to almost start tidying this up once we take it out of quad draw. I think there's still a few things that I want to tidy up and you know, just make the edge flows a little bit tidier, a little bit smarter. I'm definitely not happy with how this is all sitting here. Oh, don't want to do that. So yeah, I think what's going to happen is I'm going to leave that here where it is now. Hopefully you can start attaching the face, and in the next video we're going to duplicate it and just really iron out those edge flows. Okay, So good luck.